All right, Franklin, now we're going to take a look at your breaststroke from the underwater view from the side. Okay, again, I like a lot of things that you do with your stroke. Good recovery of the hands there into a straight line into your streamline. So this is really good up front. I like to see the palms angled down already. So as you reach forward, you got this nice body line, straight line going forward. That's good. Get the feet together a little more aggressively, but I'd like to see your palms not facing towards one another, but rather your hand be here and the palm facing down as you extend to the furthest extent. They stay together as they're coming forward, but they need to turn palm down just a little bit earlier. Take those lines off there, and then as you come forward, good sweep out. You sweep out, you turn the hands out, sweep into your catch. That's good. That gives you that really nice high lift that you have in your breaststroke. Again, you can just see how close your hands are to your chest. To me, that gets you a little bit off balance. So when your hands are this tight to your chest, okay, it just gets you a little bit off balance. You can get better balance if your hands were a little more out here and the elbows were a little bit more forward. So it gets you in a better position to really drive those hands forward a little bit quicker. But you know, again, just a small detail to change and help you get faster. Again, nice dive down in your streamline. The head tilt is really good. You come into that down head position right when the hands are extending forward, so that's really nice. Again, good extension, kicking down. The one thing that I noticed with your kick is you pick the feet up, and that looks good, but then this left knee turns out. So you like to turn the knee a little bit outside the body, and you turn it a little bit to deliver the kick. So you can see how on both sides, if I'm looking at your feet, one's here and one's up here. I would like to see your left foot turn like your right foot, not have two different turns of the feet. And really it's your knee that's turning on your left leg, which kind of creates that. So it creates a little bit of an awkward angle, and you're not getting good symmetry in terms of your kick pushing back. And so we'll see that foot as it kicks back but out, and we want to kick more in line. So I kind of showed it from the above view, but you can just see your foot's way outside the body line. One, that's going to create a lot of drag when you're lifting those feet up, but number two, you're not really pushing as much water as you can back if the foot was finishing more on this line closer to the other foot. And I think your right side, the finish of the kick is a lot better. They're definitely not on the same angle. Again, high hips, that's good, but then you can see as you bring those knees forward, you can just see how you drop that knee. We want the knee more hidden, so you're coming straight down with the top part of your leg, and water is just going to come straight underneath your body right into those knees. So you're dropping the knees. What we want to try to do is keep your hips here, keep your knees still back here as you're pulling those feet up. So the knees here higher up, and it's more hidden by the body line as you're pulling those feet up towards your hips. And you can just see you're pulling them straight down back towards your stomach. And it's just going to create a lot of drag there, so we can get better at that. And then you can see on this side that left knee turning out, and you can just see how your foot here is in a great position to kick, how this one still isn't turned out. So there's just an unevenness to the kick, and we got to get that right foot up here quicker, just like we got on the left, so they're both turned out. That's going to give you so much more power in terms of your kick. So we got to work on that left leg a little bit, and then you come into the wall, again, we'll probably see it. You lift your head. You're going with your head out of the water. I want that head to stay down longer through the turn. So you're looking down, waiting, trying to look at your knees coming underneath the body a little bit more. You push off in your streamline. Pretty good streamline, but the feet are separated. So you got good depth. You got a good angle, but you keep your feet separated. So the line on both your feet, we want them together, and you got just that left leg is higher than the right, so again, uneven, and that's just going to create a little more drag as you're pushing off the wall. But the line itself is good. And the depth is good coming off the wall. I was wondering about that from the top, but that looks great. And then you deliver your dolphin kick first, which is good, but as you do that, you look straight ahead. And we don't want to look forward yet. So you already got your head up and you're looking here. And we want to keep the head down, and we want to be looking almost down behind us. So keeping that head down through this part of the press in terms of your pull down. And you're pulling good water at that point. Push down and through the hips. But again, the head's just up, needs to stay down, even when the hands come, and then the hands are too far away from the body. So if you're going to pull the hands up, they need to be very tight. So your hand should be here from the elbow, should be very tight to the body line. And right now, you can just tell your hands are way down here, so they're going to create some drag on both sides. They need to be pulled from here right into this, right underneath the belly, so they're almost touching it on both sides instead of pulling out a little too wide. That's, again, that head position, I think, creates some of that, so the hands kind of slide away from the body. Keep that head down, and those hands will be a lot closer to the body as they come underneath the kick up. Okay, and then you can just see from this angle, you got that left leg much higher than the right leg, so just kind of an uneven kick. If we can kind of straighten that out, that's going to really help. We got 2 more views to look at in your breaststroke. Again, I think it's fairly natural for you, but we got to work on some of these issues.